Welcome back. Today we're looking at silly conspiracies. Or maybe they're not silly, maybe they're legit. Like this one I just saw. Breaking news. The viewer is a little sweetie pie. Wait, do they mean you? That's right. According to a recent survey, the person watching this video right now is indeed a little cutie patootie, says expert. This article seems like baloney. Who was this even written by? Oh yeah. I forgot. All right, so this is a subreddit called Strange Earth. We looked at it once before and I had a blast last time because this is my favorite kind of content. This isn't like established conspiracy theories. It's just people posting, individuals posting, just being like, what's this, huh? I'll probably be cherry picking the ones that are more fun than others because some of them are not very fun. So we'll probably skip some of the not so fun ones, the ones that hit a little too close to home. What is happening with the sun? This is real footage taken on November 30th. I actually saw a lot of videos about this and it kind of freaked me out at first because it was people like taking this out of context and being like, guys, part of the sun fell off or something. It's not a very fun one to start off on because it's pretty anticlimactic, but it's called a coronal hole and it happens like all the time. A secret US laboratory studying extraterrestrial technologies is located at the Dulce military base in the state of New Mexico. It is one of the most classified bases on Earth, extending nearly 4 kilometers underground. One of the most classified bases on Earth, and I'm looking at a schematic for it on Reddit. It seems like a wildly impractical design. What are these, like, dumpling elevators here? I love the alien spaceship right out front. Imagine like a top secret government employee or team, I guess, of super secret people making this design, and they're just sort of like, yeah, put like a little alien ship outside. Put like some alien ships on the inside, like flying saucers. I don't think you would feel the need to put them in your little model here of like, this is where we put the aliens. We'll put the aliens on floor 6. We'll put the bathhouse on floor 5. Looks like some MRI machines on floor 4. Maybe a shooting range or something on floor 3. Cubicles on floor 2, of course. And then propane and helicopters on floor 1. But I almost forgot, floor 7. Alien power plants and cryogenic storage. Whew. But you know what? There's a lot of people that saw this and were like, no freaking way, dude. We're finally getting to the bottom of this. We can see inside their base now. Also, this dumpling elevator, it's too big to go up to this building right here. So that's pretty poor design. You can't even get out with this thing. Oh, I just noticed the railways. Oh my gosh. So there's an elevator, but there's also a train. 2 trains that just go underground all the way down to the bottom floor. Honestly, when I was like maybe 7 years old, this would be sick to me. I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna build this when I'm a billionaire and all my friends are gonna live in there and we're gonna like hang out. Floor 7's gonna have Xbox and floor 6 is gonna have pizza rolls. We can take the train to Walmart, but yeah. Top secret base. Here we go, I love these. Okay, Northwest Australia, actually just West Australia. Is it actually gonna be something? Because half the time it's not. Whoa. 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 Dang, so they're having like an alien meeting with plastic chairs? That's pretty interesting. Also, it seems wildly impractical if you sit in the middle row, which should be like a seat of honor, right? It's like, hey, you're gonna sit right next to the little alien robot, but you have to climb over like 5 rows of plastic chairs to get there. Like there should be a walkway, right? Is there a walkway? I don't see a walkway, buddy. How are we supposed to get to the inner circle? Oh, it's a spiral. Oh, I see. It ends right there. Okay, so you technically could just... That's even more impractical. You gotta walk like a whole mile just to get to the middle. Okay, Walmart chairs aside, the little robot looks pretty chill. I will say that much. He looks like a good guy. Actually, what is this supposed to be? Is this like a touch screen? Is this like how it sees you? Is it just like a magic 8-ball type deal? This is probably an image that was made for the back rooms and someone just stuck it to Google Maps because you can do that so easily. Pretty cool though. I mean, I like it. Honestly, I kind of wish I was more of a conspiracy guy because can you imagine living in a world, living a life where you see this and you're like, this is real. Imagine going to work believing that this is out there. Imagine going to the store and being like, there could be an alien AA meeting below my feet right now, and I wouldn't even know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. You know that there are people that believe stuff like this pretty easily because they kind of like want to. And it's honestly, it's more fun. Well, fun is maybe the wrong word. Makes life more interesting, I'm sure, to believe stuff like this is real without really like understanding how easy it is just to make this for fun. Still cool. I mean, this could be an art installation of chairs. Someone could have pasted this on there and someone could have made the like very backrooms looking tunnel. And bada bing, bada boom, you got an amazing image. Oh, sorry, I gotta take my B-reel really quick. Don't want to be late again. Anyway, I feel like I could talk about certain images for so long because they're just so fun to look at, but let's move on. A mysterious bright green flash on Jupiter was just captured by NASA. Okay, again, this is one of those ones. This is actually going to be probably most of the video saying I've seen it before and I saw all the conspiracies about it, but then NASA was like, bro, it's just a lightning flash from the storm planet. Of course, they weren't so snarky about it, but like, this is a big flash, obviously, to see from far away, but this is also a huge cloud. I don't know. I mean, you know, I like the idea. Green flash, lightning isn't green. Green flash, you know what else is green? Aliens. An almost bigger conspiracy for me is that this looks kind of like a face, right? It's like an eye and a mouth, but one of the eyes is like glowing green and scary. Everybody wants to know why Mark Zuckerberg is building a top secret 270 million Hawaii compound with a bunker. Okay, this is one that I feel like I can support a little bit more because a lot of celebrities do this where they build these bunkers underground. And like on one hand, it's like, if you had the money to do it, wouldn't you kind of thing? Because I don't really feel like I'm super safe all the time from above ground conflicts, but I'm not going to build myself a bunker. So on one hand, it could be as innocent as like, I have the money to do it, so I'm going to do it. However, every time I hear about it, it doesn't make me feel good. But 270 million Hawaii compound with a bunker depends on how much of the 270 is going to the bunker. Like, is it like $250 million Hawaii compound? And then he just kind of threw in a $20 million bunker, you know, just as like, might as well have a basement that's pretty secure just in case. But at the same time, you would like to be under your bunker on an island, wouldn't you, Marcus? I mean, yeah, this one makes me feel weird too, I think. I'm not as conspiracy brained for it, but I can definitely see, I definitely don't like it. Man turns on 20,000 watt light bulb? How is this gonna be strange? I would not do this inside of a building. I don't know if that's me. Oh, it's gonna be a joke post, isn't it? It's gonna fade. Oh no, it's not. This is legit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to see more. That was so cool. Is this supposed to be a conspiracy or is this just like a fun little science video? Neighbors thinking he's been raptured. But this is that guy's channel if you want to check him out. He does a lot of stuff with electricity. This is the kind of stuff I love. I don't think this really fits this video today. This is just kind of like cool science, not anything weird. But like right here, I'm like, dang, that's pretty bright for like one single bulb, and then it got so bright that it was pretty much all white. That's so crazy right there. And it's still brightening by the time the video ends, so I mean it might have even gone further, but that's pretty cool. Moving on though. Nothing like a good flashlight video to creep you out. What the? Oh. Yeah? Thanks for that, bud. Appreciate it. Is that a kiwi? What is that called again? Bro, I did not know that they made sounds like that. That's crazy. I love how it spends so much time. Like, it stops right in the perfect location. Comes out of nowhere. It stops right. It like backs up to give you a little performance. No conspiracy here, but definitely a very strange thing. I would not want to hear that sound outside my house at night, but it's also like coming from the cutest little bird ever. Coming from someone that knows very little about these birds. Maybe they're actually evil. Maybe they'll peck your eyes out. I don't know. But look at the way he scurries away, bro. That's adorable. He's so like proud of himself afterwards. What a combo. The scariest screech I've ever heard. Cutest bird I've ever seen. Yeah, this map is not fun. I've seen this before. The top map shows mysterious cases of people vanishing without a trace. The bottom map shows America's largest cave systems. You'll notice for the most part, they line up pretty well, especially on the east half of the US. There's a ton more caves through here and up through here, and then look at this. It's like the exact shape. So whether it's people like falling into these caves or people being like snatched up and taken to these caves, either way, pretty horrifying. Like, look, there's no caves in this whole thing. Like, North and South Dakota have almost no caves. Nebraska, almost no one disappearing. But, oh, look, on the, whatever, the west of South Dakota, there's some caves over here. Look at that. There's some people that disappeared over there. I don't know exactly what this says, but it doesn't say anything good. Silver lining to this would be if you don't live near any of these caves, your chances of being kidnapped or just vanishing are lower. So, I mean, looking at this map, there's no caves near where I live, so that's good. Here we go. Real sounds of Mars recorded by NASA's Perseverance rover. That's crazy. Also, Mars looks pretty chill. It's like blue skies practically, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen it without a storm or like some sort of dusty reddish hue to everything. This looks like Nevada. It sounds kind of like just wind, of course, but it also sounds like scary wind. I honestly think any sound whilst in space would be scary to me. I mean, they're not in space, but you know what I mean. Whilst not on Earth. Imagine being alone on Mars, or just being with a team on Mars, and being so far from Earth and hearing this. That would put me on edge, dude. From 1 million miles away, NASA captures moon crossing face of Earth. Looks kind of small. Looks kind of cute, almost. Looks like just like a little bowling ball. I still think it's so wild that we can just see the moon from our day-to-day lives just here on Earth. Like, I've talked about this before, but it still amuses me that it's just up there and we can see it, like walking down the street. Just big old moon rock flying around, and none of us like really take any notice of it. We can see this from here. Not that I'm someone who always sees the moon and is just like, oh my God, there it is. It's normal to us, but it's crazy that something like that could be normal to us. We have a moon just flying around our planet, and we can see it.
You heard of the mystery of the Loretto Chapel?
No.
This is the craziest story. So they were building
Here we
this
go.
chapel in New
Podcast
Mexico.
Bros.
The French architect who was building this chapel all of a sudden died. He did not complete the staircase to the choir loft. The sisters of the Loretto Chapel, they prayed to Saint Joseph that someone is sent to build these stairs. At the end of the 9 days of prayer, this man comes in from across the desert riding a donkey, walks into the church, and he says, I was sent here to build stairs.
Stop it!
Listen, he built these stairs in 3 months and just dipped. The sisters like, well, we didn't pay him. So the sisters went to the lumberyard and said, do we owe you anything? He said, this man never came and got wood from us.
Oh my goodness.
And there's not a single nail used on this staircase.
What? That is such a wild story.
The curator of this chapel, he brought in over 120 experts. They said, we don't know how to do that. These sisters believe Joseph himself came because he was a carpenter.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry for being kind of mean, but just podcast bros. This guy's reaction.
Oh my goodness.
And
that is such a wild story.
The curator.
It actually is sort of compelling because, I mean, the images they use are obviously just from whatever, but the pictures of the stairs, like the stairs are a real thing you can go and see. They are a wild staircase, and they actually don't really know how it was done. They definitely don't know how one guy did it. And it's hard to verify, like, the story of like, oh, he said this guy was gonna come and then a guy came. Like, that part is a little more hearsay, I would think, you know? I mean, I don't know how well documented that stuff would be, but the stairs are very real and they are very unknown design. Even with like modern technology, I'm sure we could do it probably, but these stairs have been there a while. Like, we know these stairs have been there for a long time. So this is a really cool one to be on here because this is actually one that I don't have a theory for, per se. I think this one, it stumps me a little bit. He used his own tools and materials. This guy shows up to make a staircase and it's like, I'm gonna go and make the world's craziest staircase and then just leave. But like, what would the theory even be? Like, was he an alien? Was he like an angel? Like, which route do you kind of go with it? Is it like just a well-made story that actually has an explanation that's just never been told before? I don't know, but really interesting. The Loretto Chapel, if you want to look it up, there's actually a lot about it. There's a movie about it, I believe. Jeez, bro. How old could she possibly be? That kind of makes me feel a little, ugh. I don't know what's strange about this other than just potentially very old person. She looks about ready to run for president. Also, a very gray filters on this video, which probably makes her look scarier than she would. Like, she probably isn't gray like this, but it definitely makes her look a lot worse. That's crazy. I don't know. The still having the strength to clap, like to hold your arms up and clap, wild. I don't like the scary music though. It's just a really, really old lady. If it's a real video, which it looks pretty legit, but I don't know how you're still alive at that point. This rarely seen footage shows NASA astronauts struggling to walk on the moon. Oh, dude. Moon bloopers just dropped. Oh, God. Whoa. Whoa. That's so funny. That's so funny that they sort of decided that hopping was the best way to do it. It looks so silly. Oh my God. Bro, that's so funny, dude. I've never even thought about that. What are these things portraying? Similar carvings found all over the world. Mexico, New Zealand, Mexico, Egypt. It looks like some sort of monkey man driving a snake. It's the best I got here. Stuff like this is interesting when there's like a lot of the same type of art. It looks very random, but then you find it in other places. Like there's a lot of cases of this sort of thing. There could be a decent explanation for it. Maybe it was just like hip, but there would be no communication between Egypt and like Mexico, of course. This one's definitely a snake. This one's some sort of serpent. It could be like a snake. You know, we're talking about ancient times. I don't know what they were all smoking back then. This could mean something different than what we're seeing it as. Well, it most certainly does, of course, but they were also just obsessed with snakes. And honestly, same. Snakes are one of the weirdest animals that we have in like a cool way. They're just long noodles with like an angry face at the front. And they have so much attitude. And they just like, you know, they just like slither. But that's interesting. There's probably videos of people just deep diving this sort of concept of just carvings on different continents that kind of line up. It's interesting stuff. Another video of a deceased alien that resembles the Mexico alien. Okay, why does this video look so bad? Also, could you please point the camera at the alien? Is that too much to ask for? I don't know, man. Why does the video always look so bad though on videos like this? It's like in the world where this is really breakthrough video of an alien, get a better video. Point the camera at the alien, step 1. Step 2, wipe off your camera lens maybe. And if you realize the footage of the alien is bad, shoot it again. Take a video of it again. We're talking evidence of an alien. If I found an alien in the woods, you best believe I'm getting the best video, clearest video ever, because I know of all the bad footage. So I'm like, this is gonna be legit. I can't imagine being like, yep, I got good footage. Also, an important question, why is he naked? Why is he naked? What, aliens don't wear clothes? Maybe it's like a Chewbacca situation, like the Wookiees in Star Wars. I think it was a Robot Chicken sketch or something where like they go to meet Chewbacca's family and his family's all wearing clothes, and then you realize that Chewbacca's just been naked this whole time.
You mean to tell me you've been naked all these years?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could easily just make this with paper mache and then put it in your yard, film it with the worst camera possible, and poke it with a stick, you know? Also, they're like, oh, it resembles the Mexico alien. I'm like, yeah, probably by design. This link goes directly to nasa.gov. Zoom in lower right-hand corner in space. You'll find a UFO. All right, we'll play along. All right, I'm looking. You said lower right of space. Okay, where is it? There it is. 3 little blue lights. That's interesting. This is a NASA picture on the nasa.gov website, and there are indeed, just realized how dusty my screen is. There are indeed 3 little dots out in space. What do we make of it? I'm gonna just say aliens. It could easily just be a camera thing. Cameras are goofy. But knowing that I don't know enough to say anything definitively, this is very interesting. 3 lights out in space on the official website, because we can pretty safely say, you know, not photoshopped probably, because it's on the website, unless some employee stuck that in, which is always possible. I like how subtle it is too. It's very like mysterious. It's so far out there. I would say the hardest one to pick apart. It just being on the NASA site is very, very interesting, because it removes lots of my like, someone obviously made this for fun type argument. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to watch my other videos if you want to. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel like it. Okay, bye-bye.